OK, Burnley Football Club, who finished just above the relegation zone last season, but they survived. That's all that's important. They've spent some money as well. Today they brought in Connor Roberts for $3.5 million. He's a defender. Nathan Collins, also a defender, for $17 million. And just last week, Maxwell Cornet for $18 million. Now, that is a lot of money spent by Sean Dyche. He isn't always allowed a chequebook. And when you look at this squad, Robbie Mustoe, what is your first thought when you think about Burnley?
Amazing they've changed the team and they've spent some money. Amazing. They so rarely buy new players. Like your analogy with David Moyes, Sean Dyche is like, they've got to be a certain personality. Cornet's got Champions League experience. Champions League experience player playing for Burnley down the left-hand side, and then a new addition to the right-hand side as well, Roberts. So, yeah, they're going to be super careful bringing them into the side. I've said it before about this team, it's ageing badly, really, really ageing squad, so this helps that. But I think we wanted to see it. You know, new ownership, talked about, we're going to support Sean Dyche in the market. The first window that went, they did hardly anything at all. So this is finally, I mean, Premier League clubs make some money. There's a lot of money to be had by being in the league. I think everybody wants to see clubs spend a little bit to try and improve their squad.
I think I'm right in saying Sean Dyche is heading into the final year of his contract. Are you surprised that nobody has come in for what people do see as a very safe pair of hands?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised because he's comfortable at Burnley, and I mean that in the best possible way. Robbie always says, in Dyche we trust. It's exactly that. The fans love him. He's comfortable there. The players clearly have bought into everything that he says, rightfully so. He only brings in football players into that club that he knows he can trust. Look, I like to look at this team. They finished 17th last year. I think they'll finish higher than that for sure. They get in the face of the big teams. Turf Moor is a tough place to go, and I think they'll win games along the way against teams who are, you know, around about where they are. I worry that they bring in too many players with Champions League experience and all that kind of thing. That's not who Burnley is. And if you try and change that too much, then the results could change as well.
You've got to get a bit better
quality
over time. You've got to kind of progress it a little bit.
Yeah.
It catches up with you in the end.
It does, but this is. I think Burnley Football Club are happy to be what they've done. They've had a sustained long run with a really good manager for them in the Premier League. That's success for a football club that size.
OK, well, he's the longest-serving manager in the Premier League, is Sean Dyche. And, David, am I right in saying he's now begun the final year of his contract? Bring us up to date with Sean Dyche.
You are absolutely right. He is out of contract next summer. However, there is another contract on the table for Sean Dyche if and when he wants to sign it. And sources have indicated to me that he probably will. Why? Because he has never been so powerful. He is now being backed by the ownership, the new American investors, and he earns great money there. It's no secret that Sean Dyche would have entertained a challenge elsewhere. I'm not sure which clubs would want him in terms of his style of football or would be prepared to pay him. So in that sense, everything suits him at Burnley. He's going to continue moulding this squad and no doubt continue keeping them in the Premier League.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches and much more.